A lot of times what people will do when they're speaking is once they've realized, and if you don't know about the 7-11-4 principle, go watch this video right here and it will tell you what that principle is. I would start there. So what you need to do in order to start addressing that challenge of getting in front of people 7 times, having a conversation with them 11 times, is you have to have some sort of process or plan to do that. And the best way to do that is creating a lead magnet and then follow up activities that help you stay in front of them. And if you don't have those things set up or you only have them partially set up and they aren't working, there's probably a reason why they aren't working. And that 7-11-4 principle is going to answer a lot of those questions for you. But without going into that too much, there are a lot of times where I will look at someone's current funnel and realize, oh, this is why it's not working. And it can be very simple things. Like, for example, I was at an event. I wasn't speaking at the event. Actually, I take that back. I was in an event, I was speaking at the event, and I even had this happen to me where I had created a link for my free download that aligned with my presentation. The link was broken. I didn't know it. I came home, I tried the link again. I had tried it before I left. There was a tech failure. It didn't work. So I missed out on a ton of people getting on my email address or on my email list. Luckily, people were able to find it because I had a dedicated page for that lead magnet. And so I just used a different link to send them there as an audio cue throughout my presentation. So I didn't lose out on everyone in the audience, but I definitely had a decrease in the number of people that were added to my list because of a simple tech error. It happens to everyone, even the professionals. So that is one of the things to really look at is like going through your entire funnel and seeing where people are getting stuck. For example, a lot of people that I work with that are coaches and consultants, that's typically who I work with. They have a lead magnet and people might sign up for it, but they only send them one email and they're like, where are all the people? Nobody is booking a call. It's because you haven't put in the time to nurture them and gain their trust and stayed in front of them. Most often, what I find, and there's actually a study that talks about this, the percentage that people remember from presentations, especially events and speaking and podcasts and things like that, it significantly drops within an hour of when you step off the stage. Yet we as humans think that everything, and this is a human characteristic, everything we say is super important to us, so it's super important to everyone else. But how many times have you been to an event where there's 15, 20, 30, 50 speakers in a day or over a time period, and you can't even remember who you listened to in the morning or what they had to say? If they don't follow up with you besides their one email, how are they going to remember who you are or what you spoke to them about, let alone whether or not they can become part of your environment and get their problem solved? Yet we just assume, oh, we sent them one email, we don't want to bug them. Well, it takes, if you watch the 7-11-4 video that was at the beginning of this guide, it takes 11 times getting in front of people in 4 different locations. So you don't have to send 11 emails. I'm not discouraging you from doing that because a lot of times people are not ready to buy. They're in a different cycle of the customer journey and they need you to stay in front of them longer. However, if you think you're going to speak in front of people one time and they're going to turn into a customer, we don't live in that world anymore. So creating a funnel that 1 is functioning, 2 is meeting people where they are, and 3 is keeping your name, your brand, and what you do in front of them for longer is going to be more successful. There's no other way. There's no way that it can't be. And if they choose not to buy, it's either because your solution is not a right fit for them or they don't really need it right now. But the unknown benefit of sometimes staying in front of somebody for that many opportunities is that they remember you. And when the problem you solve comes up in conversation, their answer is, hey, I know a guy. And they will then be your referral partner unbeknownst to you. I've seen it happen again and again. So if you have gaps in your funnel and you don't even know what they are or how to fix them, a strategy call is the perfect solution for you. I offer these regularly on my calendar. You can book one by clicking the link below or putting strategy call in the comments, and I'll send you the link. And you and I can sit down, look at what you have going on, see where things are out of alignment, fix them, test it, and see what kind of traction you get. I will bet you that you will see more traction from your next event than you have seen in the past. So click the link below, book your free strategy call, or put strategy in the comments and I'll get the link to you.